Hello, my lovely friends, and welcome back to the Classy Kiwi Show. Today I will be going over this fun Japanese house design. So without further ado, let us get straight into the build. So to start this one off, I'm going to build a square of andesite that is 13 blocks long and 12 blocks wide that we can start building up from. Next, I think it adds a bit of flavor to your build if you put a little trim around this base that looks like it has little teensy stilts holding up the base of the build. To achieve this, I put some upside down dark oak stairs, and then some upper slabs between them. The spacing of this can be a bit hard because each side is a bit different in length, but if you fiddle with it to try and get them to look equally spaced apart, it should all work out. So starting on the front first story walls, we need to put in some stripped spruce wood pillars. Each one of these is going to be 4 blocks high off of the base. On this side, these are equally spaced out 3 blocks apart from each other. On the sides, we can put in windows with nether brick fences in between some snow. All the meat of the walls in this build are with snow. You can really use any white block you like, white concrete, but I prefer the super bright color that snow blocks bring. They just kind of have the most brightness to them. We'll also use a ton of these little plants through the build, where you just put a fern in a flower pot and then put an iron bar above it to look like it's being hung. Finally, framing each wall in this build with spruce signs on the bottom and top works really well because the spruce signs actually have a textured surface that really matches the stripped spruce logs, unlike the spruce planks. Moving on to the sidewall, which is the same on both sides, the two middle spruce log pillars only have 2 blocks in between them. Since the sides are 1 block shorter than the front and back, these have to be slightly shorter in total. A super cool design here is to use birch trapdoors in the middle window. The reason to do this is because the birch trapdoors have this screen look to them, which fit very well with this Japanese house theme. We're then going to repeat this wall design exactly the same on the opposite side of the build. Ending the base floor walls, we're going to put in spruce log pillars that are spaced equally with 2 blocks in between each other on this back side. This means that there are more pillars on the back than there are in the front, just because there's no door and there's more of them spaced closer together. The back also has some smaller windows that are just 2 blocks punched out into the wall. Now we're going to start the work on the roof design. The roof design is probably the most challenging part of the build, but if you take it slowly, it shouldn't be that bad. So we're going to begin the roof by putting in a layer of birch planks over the walls we just put in. These are going to be used because in front of them we're going to put in a layer of trim with upside down birch plank stairs, just following around these birch planks that we just put in. Starting on the front, we're going to start the roof itself with stone brick slabs. We're going to put down 5 bottom slabs covering the front bottom half of the birch stairs just in the middle of the front. Moving to the left, put down 2 slabs that are half a block higher than the 5 you just put in, then another 2 that are half a block higher than the last, and then finally put in 2 single slabs, each coming half a block higher than each other. If you need, you can pause here and get down this pattern for the roof bending up because we're going to repeat it through the entire build. Next, the roof will bend down the left side, coming down the same way. 2 slabs, each coming down half a block, then 2 pairs of slabs coming down half a block, just like we did along the front. The only difference on the sides is that we only put down 4 blocks at the lowest point because the sides are 1 block shorter in total than the front. The rest of the roof base on the first floor just repeats this design. The lowest part on the front and back is 5 blocks long, and the lowest part on the sides is 4 blocks long, while the corners bend up the same way every single time. Following this, we're going to start bringing up the roof. You'll have to punch out the birch that is still showing above the lowest layer of brick roof and replace it with stone bricks, just that it looks like this whole stone brick roof is coming up. From here, all we have to do is put a ring of stone brick slabs and then another ring inside that of stone brick blocks. Then just fill in this space. Now that we have the roof finished, we can move on to the second floor. We're again going to start with stripped spruce wood pillars, but with just 3 in the center, 1 block apart from each other. The sides of the second floor are actually super straightforward. Just some pillars spaced 2 blocks apart and a few more nether brick windows. Finally, we're going to move on to the back. We put in just 2 pillars through the middle, spaced 3 blocks from each other, leaving those 3 blocks in the center of the wall. With the 3 block gap that you have, you can put in this fun little design I'm showing with, instead of nether brick, dark oak fences, because then you can also use dark oak gates along with it. Now that we have the second floor walls finished, we can move on to the second floor roof. For the second floor roof, it is essentially the same as the first floor roof. The only difference is that these lowest down sections that I talked about earlier, the part where the slabs are the lowest, are slightly shorter. On the front and back, the lowest down section before it bends up are just 3 blocks long, and on the sides, they are only 2 blocks long. When it actually bends up in the corners, this is exactly the same as the lower roof, with 2 slabs, then 2 single slabs coming up. You will still have to punch out the little bit of birch that is showing and replace it with brick, and it still comes up with 1 ring of slabs, and then 1 inner ring of full blocks. Finally, to cap off the roof design, we can add on this last roofing piece. 1 block from the edge, it comes up with slabs twice, then it just comes up 1 block with bricks. Then at the top, you can bend it up and out like so, using 2 stairs and a slab. The roof topper then just extends all the way to the other side, and you can fill in the remaining space with snow and add on a bit of design. The nice thing about this top piece of the roof design is that it's super easy, but adds a ton of flavor and just a lot of good stuff into this build instead of just having a simple roof that comes up in a triangle. Finally, to finish the build, I like to hang some lanterns wherever they're convenient. At this point, the build itself is finished. From here, I did make an interior design for this build. It's one of the favorite interior designs that I've made so far, and I'm super excited to share it with you all. Alright, so moving into the interior design, here is the first floor, and we have a couple parts here. First is just using carpet along the floor, kind of splotchy, just huge blocks of carpet I'm not a huge fan of, but these little pieces look nice. The biggest thing you'll notice through here is I have a lot of window shades throughout the whole build, just using these screen-like birch trapdoors. They work very well, and the nice thing is you can open and close them, and they really just fit with the build. We also have this nice little screen kind of half wall coming here with just acacia trapdoors on one side and birch trapdoors on the other side to make it look a bit fuller. Behind here, I have a little kitchen for the house. This is a pretty small house. It fits within 1 block. So there's not too much room to build, but I do have a nice kitchen back here just with some smokers, some storage units above, and a nice little shelving kind of cooking area right here with the sweet berries. Again, just copying down these kind of designs, just working with the space that you have looks nice, and then sprinkling lanterns and leaves throughout it also works very well throughout these builds. Also have a little bit of a light source here coming from the end rod and the leaf block. So moving on, we kind of have a dining area right here. The floor here is just using scaffolding because that seems to work well. And the table is just some upside down dark oak stairs with some carpets on the sides for seating and some flower pots above. It looks very nice. And again, just sprinkling more leaves throughout the build. I always advocate more leaves in your build. We have some crafting here and some more shelving areas just put in. And the ceiling here has a few kind of lines coming across it with these stripped spruce logs. Moving up to the second floor, we have this super fun stair design just using andesite and some upside down stairs right here. And then this, unfortunately, you can't go up, you have to jump up, but it still looks very nice, and that's what we're kind of going for here. On the second floor, it is extremely simple. It's nice to put in, kind of tone the whole second floor by just putting in this spruce wood stairs upside down along the edges, and then putting in some more lanterns hanging from iron bars. You can see this design looks very nice from the inside that we put on the outside, and keeping more of these birch trapdoors covering some of the windows when they fit in. Some chests through here, some more spread out carpets, and a nice little bed and sleeping area. Just keeping the second floor simple, but still nice. You can cover up, make the staircase a bit less dangerous from falling down by putting some iron bars around and then populating it with a few plants outside. Overall, this is a very simple interior design because it's a simple and smaller house, but I'm very, very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you don't have to copy this exactly as I have done it, but try and take some inspiration and build your own interior designs. I always think that interior designs are the best places to kind of put your own emotion and your own thought into it, making it super unique towards you. I don't know why I said emotion. Yep. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing to the Classy Kiwi Show. It means so much to me, and every single new subscriber really does make a difference. I notice every single one. We're still on that road up to that 100 subscriber mark. With that said, if you have any ways that you think I can improve my video making, my instructions for teaching, or my building, please let me know in the comments below so that I can improve what I'm doing to the best of my ability. With that said, goodbye, and as always, stay classy, my friends. See ya.